What's going on, guys? Donovan Daniels here, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about general stores and niche stores. And I'm going to compare them so you can see which one is right for you. And both are really good, but they're different. They're really different. So yeah, I'm going to list the details about each of them so you can pick which one is right for you. Because when I started out, I literally had no idea what the difference was between both of them, and I just jumped into one, not thinking about the actual details of the store that I chose. I chose a niche store when I first started selling watches, and guys, don't sell watches. Just don't sell watches when you begin, especially don't sell watches. Okay. But let me just pull up my notes, my Google Docs right here. All right, let's get into this video. All right, so the good thing about a general store is that you can literally test any product, right? It's like you have unlimited testing possibilities because you can test any product. Let me just write it down. Unlimited testing possibilities. There we go. Right, because with a general store, you can add any product that you think you could market correctly. Any product, you can test any product, right? Because with a general store, you're not confined to your niche. Like you can sell toilet paper, toothbrushes, video games, and think of it like Walmart, right? Like there's literally everything is in Walmart, right? They're selling all kinds of things. But whereas with a niche store, you're kind of more confined. You're more you can only test limited products, only the ones that suit your niche, right? So that's when you're doing product research, it's gonna be a lot harder to do with a niche store because you can only sell products that are related to your niche. So think of it as Apple, right? Like Apple, they're selling electronics, mobile phones, computers, right? If they were to sell a water bottle, people are going to be like, "What? Why?" Right? And if Apple were to sell just water bottles, right? Like if you walked into Giant or Walmart or Whole Foods or whatever store, right, and you see water by Apple, you're going to be like, "What?" Right? So in these store, you can only test products within your niche. Let me just write one more thing about general. And the branding is weaker with a general store. With a general store, whereas with a niche store, it's stronger branding. Cause mostly when you buy products out of a general store, you usually buy it because either it's discounts, it's convenient. You buy the products for the products. You don't really necessarily buy for the brand, which is one of the bigger issues of general stores. Because yeah, the price, you compete with prices with general stores, whereas with a niche store, you can charge more because you have you have a brand, you have a story. Apple has a really strong story, a really good brand, right? So they can charge thousands of dollars for something that costs maybe $200 or less to make, right? So that's the power of branding with a niche store. It's really good for branding, really good for branding. Another thing about general stores is that you can branch out. So what I mean by you can branch out is if you find one winning product, only one winning product, right? If you find one winning product with a general store, you can take this product and make a new store over here, a niche store with it, so that you can take the profitable product you can take from your general store to your niche store and build a brand around it, so that you can get more customers that are interested in the niche. You can get their emails, so you can make a lookalike audience for targeting. And you also you can charge more because you can build a stronger brand. And you can upsell them. Oh yeah, let me just write that down. You can upsell you can upsell easier than you can with a general store. Because when people, they go on upsell harder. Because when people, they go on a niche store, they're expecting to find say your niche is the dog niche, right? If you go on a dog on a dog niche store, and to buy a collar, like we're gonna automatically assume that you have a dog, right? So then it would be easier to sell a dog bones, dog treats, right? Because then like we can assume that you have a dog if you go in a dog store. But whereas if you go into a general store, where like Walmart, for example, right, it's gonna be harder because if you go to Walmart to buy cereal, and then suddenly like they say, oh yeah, buy our toothpaste as well, they're gonna be like, what, right? It's not really as relatable. Whereas a niche store is just, it's more relatable. So that's like, upselling is easier. You're gonna have a higher add to cart value. And let me just write some more about general. So so you need like a higher budget to start a general store, and then you need a lower budget to start a niche store. And the reason is actually because, let me just write the reason down. Because you start with Facebook ads with a general store, and whereas with a niche store you can start with Instagram ads or Instagram influencer ads, right? And oh, there's also free traffic with a niche store. If you're building out your Instagram page, right? You can like, and if you get like a lot of followers and a lot of engagement, people will like tag their friends on your pictures, and like people will find your page if it hits the explore page, if other people are recommending your page, sharing your page, right? So you can get like that. You can get that free traffic with a niche store, which makes marketing like a lot cheaper. If you can build an Instagram for your brand, but with a general store, you start with I recommend you start with Facebook ads. I mean, you could also start with Instagram influencer ads, but it's just harder because you don't have the brand, right? But you need a higher budget for testing. That's the problem with general stores. Like you need a higher budget for testing because you need to test every single variable with like $5 a day, and you have to spend like $15 to $20 to get your accurate results. So it's a lot more expensive. Whereas with a niche store, when you're gonna make a post on an influencer's page, which costs like maybe like anywhere from like $20 if it's like $20 to $40 if it's like a page with 50,000 to 150,000 followers, right? Then like you can expect to pay like maybe like 20 or anywhere from $20 to $80, right? Depends on you're negotiating. And so like the startup cost, I would recommend you have. How can I write this on my keyboard like this little swirl shit, right? There we go. So I would recommend you have like $250 to start a general store, because like the marketing is going to be expensive because you're going to have to test all the products. So don't jump into a general store if you don't know what you're doing with Facebook ads, because Facebook ads is the most important for a general store. But with a niche store, it's easier, and you can actually go ahead and start with like around like $80 should actually do it. $80, because if you test a product which costs like maybe like $20 on Instagram, right, with Instagram influencers with a niche store, it's easier, and you also get the branding as well, right? You get followers of branding on a niche store on Instagram, so you can get like free traffic. So yeah, that's something to consider. And let me just show you guys some examples actually of niche stores and a general store. Let me just open. I have like this thing with all the stores that I look at for inspiration. I'll take it and open it, and I have like another one I remember, Common Panda, right? So this store is a watch store, guys. Don't sell watches, okay? Don't sell watches, okay? Don't do what I did. When I first started out, I tried to sell the watches. I wasted all my time. Don't sell watches. So, but I mean, this is a pretty good store. Like it looks nice, but the marketing is where you're gonna get destroyed, because people know watches are like some of the most profitable items. There's a lot of competition for it, and basically when you're selling watches, you're selling the brand. So if you're not good at branding or marketing, then it's not gonna go too well with selling watches or like a niche store. But with this store, let me just go to how to deal. You see, like, it has all the different kinds of products, right? It kind of looks like Pexda or Thief.co, right? Because it has like all these kind of random products. Yeah, like they have like it's the selfie ring, glow in the dark cards. Like, it makes no sense, right? But it's selling, so yeah, like yeah. So like to wrap this video up, let's go back. I recommend you start with a general store, just because, I mean, like, it is more expensive, but you can test. This is like the key. You have unlimited testing possibilities because you can test any product, right? You don't want to be confined when you first start out. Like, that's not good. But with a niche, like, it is more attractive to only pay $80, right? Like, to have a budget of $80, like, it's less risk. But again, like, if you can't start with a general store, I recommend then just go ahead and start with a niche store, right? But I recommend you start with a general store just because it's easier with unlimited testing possibilities. I mean, but you just but guys, the most important thing is actually not whether you chose a general store or a niche store. Actually, that's not the most important thing. Most important thing is marketing. Dropshipping is all about marketing, because like all products get sales, right? So if you can market it correctly, you'll get sales as well. So that's like the most important thing. So guys, go ahead and look up like Facebook ads videos or Instagram marketing videos. And if you guys want me to make videos on Facebook ads or Instagram marketing, like, just go ahead and like comment down below. Like, just guys, comment everything that you guys want me to cover. I'll literally cover it for you guys. There's a guy, he DM'd me on Instagram, asked me to. He was like confused on whether to do a general store or a niche store. I'm just making this video, right? Because it's his, like, it was his question, his problem, right? And maybe it's you guys' problem as well. So I wanted to show you guys how to do it. I wanted to like describe to you guys to compare them to see, so you could like make the decision which one is better for you. And yeah, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you guys like the video. If I give some value to you guys, and yeah, comment, like, go down and comment whatever you guys want me to cover, because like I just want to make a lot of videos for you guys. So just comment anything you need help with. DM me, follow me on Instagram, DM me like anything you need help with, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, right? Peace.